So there's the regular trek and there's the adventure therapy trek. Everything which happens on a regular trek also happens on the adventure therapy trek. What is different is that the named intent of the adventure therapy trek is that whoever is the participant has an active interest in dealing with something that is difficult for them in life and that they are going through, and they are hoping to find some new understanding, some way forward with that issue. That's the primary intent of the adventure therapy track. So because we inform our participants about that multiple times through the sign-up process, most of them who show up for the trek are ready, interested, and prepared for that intention. And the way the trek is different is that there's a combination of individual one-on-ones and group conversations which happen. But like I said, more importantly, it's the intention. Even when the people are just trekking, it is trekking with the intent that I'm here to work upon something important for the life I'm living. So whether they're chatting with some other buddy they found on the trek, or they're just doing a solitary walk with themselves, or they're being in nature, or they're we reach the culmination point, so to say, from where we'll either descend downwards or descend backwards. All of them become points for them to remind themselves of their intention and to see what they're learning about it. So it may seem like a normal trek from the outside, but on the inside, a lot is being churned. People who are coming, participants who are coming, here's a way for them to be more ready. So I think there's already enough. I think when you sign up, you'll be part of a WhatsApp group where there's a lot of good encouragement of how to physically prepare, be fit enough to show up for the trek. But I think what is also an area of readiness for adventure therapy is that for you to clearly enough name for yourself what is it you want to bring to attention about your own life circumstance. What is it that is an issue for you in how you are experiencing life? What is it that you're wanting to change about yourself but not quite sure how? Clear reflection on that and a preparedness to step into a conversation about that. There'll be plenty of opportunities to express yourself, to say what's on your mind, but you are the one who has to say it. So that requires a degree of confidence and courage for some kind of people. Some others, it comes easier to them. But if you're the type, who has to collect themselves and then, believe that I should say it for my own betterment, then we want to encourage that and, ask you to, do what it takes in terms of preparation to reach that point. And we'll do from our sides what it takes to make that a supportive conversation for you. For someone to make the commitment that they want to come for this trek for some development for themselves requires them to be fit for the mountains, to make all the effort to get to the mountains, and that's a self-commitment. So the intention starts right from there, that even if I've never trekked, I'm dealing with XYZ in my life, so let me make the effort to get there in the hope something will happen. So nature is both setting out an invitation, but also in a way saying, you need to make some effort, and that's important. Efforting is important. So nature starts with that role. I think the second piece is that when you get out of your normal environment, it automatically, partly invites, compels us, and also compels us to be somewhat different, because we're in a different setting. It creates a fresh new opening to have a new outlook about oneself. And then there is just the sheer beauty. It's comforting. It's like it's soul comforting. It awakens us in a very fresh way, which also helps us to rewire ourselves, rewire how we think about our own showing up in life. If someone's trekked before, then the adventure part is maybe not as prominent for them. But somebody who's a first-time trekker, it is fairly adventurous. To just get up and spend 3-4 days in the mighty Himalayas isn't quite the same as going to your neighborhood park. You have to not just be physically fit, but be the kind of person who's willing to have that experiment. Yeah. So nature plays a role in all of those aspects. Also, you're in the middle of a new group in an unfamiliar setting, where the group has the intention to be more contemplative. So nature sort of sets up that amphitheater, that foundation, and I think it works really well. It helps create the opening for any such conversation. Life is complicated, and most people's issues are also complicated. We don't make the claim that we're going to miraculously, magically just turn it all around. I think that would be a false claim to make. I think what happens is that people have some new strand of thinking, some sense of what next step they can take. And I think how this shows up is both in a satisfied, energetic, like a degree that I think I have figured something out for myself that I can start to think about or do something about it. So there's that satisfaction. At a minimum. Some others, I think, are also, there's a clear promise for themselves, which gives a little bump of energy. That, maybe things aren't as gloomy as I thought, or not as stuck as I thought, and maybe there's a breakthrough that I can work towards. So both the satisfaction and the, some shift in a little more positive energy, I would say, which maybe again may not be discernible to the normal eye, but it is there. And like I said, in any such kind of work, because life is complicated, it is just unfair to make fancy promises. It's a slow progression, but it's a definite progression.